Contra. And
Let's see what we doing. Let's see what we doing.
These guys can spit and they freestyle.
I know.
Freestyler.
What up,
For
Jimmy?
a limited time, shop Pixel's Summer of Savings event at googlestore.com.
I mean, and Coast Contra can flow. You showed me that.
More pancakes.
Yeah.
More pasta.
What's going on, y'all? My guests today on the podcast are none other than Coast Contra.
This is dope
Crazy episode.
already.
The conversation is
Can tell.
inspiring, but you're definitely going to want to stick around for the bars.
I'm vibing with that couch.
Yeah, already.
That looks so comfy.
So, for those who don't know what we're listening to right now or watching, this is Coast Contra, Evolve Nostalgia, Flow State with Harry Mack. And yeah, we're starting at number 10 in this. We just saw it on the recommended.
It's
so
like we like Coast Contra and of course Harry Mack.
So yeah, like why not?
Couple spitters straight up. We gotta check this out real quick. Obviously, not that I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, we're not gonna watch the whole hour and 10 right now.
I want to.
We're just
That's
checking
the
this
thing.
Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hip hop don't die. I can't take this no more. Come on, 5, 6, 7. Hey, wait. I think we got a post. Coast Contra just saved the day.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Flow State with yours truly, Harry Mack. My guests today are a Los Angeles-based hip-hop group that's been making massive waves since February 2022 when the Never Freestyle dropped, went crazy viral everywhere, has more than 16 million views on YouTube alone. Since then, they've had opportunities to open for Dave Chappelle at the Hollywood Bowl. They performed live on Jimmy Fallon. They've done their own headlining tour.
Damn!
They got their debut album, Apartment 505. The Old Way mixtape is out right now. These guys are doing
They already got a debut. I gotta go listen. I'm behind in the times, bro.
Yeah, we haven't really had a chance to keep up with something
Yeah.
like that. That's sick that they got a debut album already.
What up, man? It's an honor to be here. For real.
Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for being here. How you guys feeling?
Two of my brothers, right?
Blessed.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Love it. Love it. So just for my audience, maybe for people who are less familiar with you guys and what you do, real quick, can you just break down who is Coast Contra and how'd you guys link up and start working together?
Yeah, I could definitely do that. So, you know, pretty much for those of them that don't know, we pretty much all come from different places. You know what I'm saying? And we just happen to be blessed up. God gave us, you know what I mean, a big W when he allowed us all to link up here in L.A. And really, you know, we got the chance to live together, grow together, you know what I mean, and do all that. So, you know, as you said earlier, Coast Contra is based out in L.A., and that's where we have our base of operation at. But yeah, you know, through living in Apartment 505, which is the debut album that we did, that's a real place. Through living there, we was able to build this brotherhood, build community, build just this love for the craft together. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you guys see when y'all see these videos. But from there, we end up really just realizing like, man, it's a purpose here. You know what I'm saying? So like that purpose was probably the thing that holds us all together even more so than anything else. And it's like we got this desire to make sure that we uphold the craft to this highest standard. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that we give hip hop its proper due because it's given to a lot of us from not just our community.
That's what you want to hear.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And as well as that, our goal for our fans and the people that do rock.
A lot of the young guys coming up to say do not respect the people that came before them. Too many young guys coming on the scene these days say,
Because you gotta know, hip hop
just
just started in the last decade, right?
especially
Culture only been around 10 years, right?
Oh, started yet last week, right?
Yeah, like shit.
First every.
Yeah, get up in here, Vito. Let you have your time to shine.
I like that. I like how he's saying that. He wants to.
Yeah, you gotta respect the OGs, man.
And you want to build off of what they did and make it better.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
With us, we just want to lead them back to themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's our biggest thing is authenticity. You know, just being genuine, making sure that you are upholding yourself to the highest place you can. You know what I'm saying? And running like that. So that's pretty much who we are and what we about as far as individually. My name is Taj Austin.
Eric Jamal.
Rio Lowe's.
Raz Austin. And we are Coast Contra. You know what I'm saying?
Boom. I love it. Nah, man, when you mention being passionate about upholding the craft and upholding the culture to the highest standard, I mean, it comes through in the music. I like I said, I'm a genuine fan. Love your guys' sound. Love the whole energy and the chemistry that you guys have together as a group. I've heard you guys describe your sound as evolved nostalgia. Can you talk about what that means?
Yeah, actually, we actually got that from Chef. We all worked at the same area. Her name is Chef Elisa Reynolds. And it's a restaurant called My Two Cents. And that's how she describes her food, which is soul food, but it's evolved nostalgia. She has at times would say like she grew up eating some of the food and she didn't always like certain foods, but when she wanted to put her take on it, it was like, let me just try to reinterpret it my way. You know what I'm saying? So when we do hip hop, it's like, you know, obviously in hip hop you can't copy nobody. You know what I'm saying? But definitely you take the inspiration and
Thank you.
know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
Thank you.
Well said.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want to copy somebody, but you can say like this person inspired me.
Exactly. You can intricate
100%.
you can intricate flows and stuff like that
100%.
because it's showing homage to them.
100%.
But when you try to completely copy and be somebody,
Nah.
that's wrong.
Nah.
You got to give your own flavor and flair to it. I like that.
No, for real.
Mix it up a little bit. Make
Yeah.
it unique, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Shoulders of giants, we standing on the shoulders of a Common, Andre, Kendrick, all of them, you know what I'm saying? So all the greats, you know what I'm saying? As far as most def, all you name them.
I hope Harry Mack gets way bigger than DJ Vlad because he's way better at this. DJ Vlad is just trying to get people arrested. At least Harry Mack's trying to learn about their origins and understand what they're about.
Yeah.
We're only 4 minutes in, and this is already 10 times better than anything DJ Vlad would have been like.
Jeez.
DJ Vlad would be like, you commit felonies?
Jesus Christ.
Anything you want to admit to?
Jesus.
For real. So it's like for us, that's what we want you to feel. It's like when you hear like, man, for any OG that's been in the game forever, that's been listening to hip hop for the 50-year, 10-year, it's like, yeah, yo, that remind me of for any new kid, but even at the same time, it's like
Exactly.
I
Yep.
like what they doing with this. You know what I'm saying? It's like it feel fresh. For a new kid, it's like when they hear us rap over a scenario, they don't know where that beat came from, and it's like, oh, that's they shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we want to just continue to like take everything that's been given to us and then push it forward as we supposed to. You know?
I love it, man. Yeah, and you guys are definitely
Well
pushing
said.
raps like
Well
that
said.
too, because you know I hear so much of the 90s boom bap influence in what you guys do. And at the same time, it never sounds dated in any way whatsoever. It always feels like it's pushing forward and bringing something unique and fresh. So, man, I love that. One thing that I'm always curious about, like when I'm talking with musicians that I respect, I'm always curious, like if you remember, like what's the first music that you each remember hearing? Because for me, it was like classic blues. Like,
That's a good question.
My dad was really into cats
Everybody
like
had a
Howlin'
starting
Wolf,
point.
Muddy Waters, like B.B. King, old school blues stuff. And he would make me these cassettes, and I was obsessed with these tapes. Like when I was a baby, like before I was walking, I would like crawl to the speaker and like start vibrating and doing weird shit. And even now, like when I hear those artists, it hits different. You know, it resonates with me in a real way. I just think it's fascinating. Like we don't really have control over the first music we're exposed to. It just comes into our ears.
Right.
So I don't know if you guys remember, maybe not specific artists, maybe you do, or maybe just genres or styles. But what's some of the first stuff y'all were hearing?
Man, I remember. It's crazy because it all came back to me. Like hearing the song older and stuff, and I started getting like bits and flashbacks. But the first hip hop song I heard was "All I Need," you know, Meth, and you know, so that was the first one.
That's
but I
a
think
really good
they
one.
was playing it on Yo MTV Raps. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know English at the time. I just remembered the
Cold lagered,
Bro,
cold
come on,
filtered,
come on,
cold
YouTube.
packaged. Coors Light. Choose chill.
the melody and the beat, and I was like, yo, I was like, that's so fire.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
I probably have to say like my parents always played gospel in the crib, but when I like hang with my older brother, he would play like what's that, like Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying, Biggie.
Yup.
But like I didn't comprehend what they were saying, and then but like being surrounded by like just but being outside, they always blasting different music. The one that like caught my ear was probably like Fabulous, or like Nelly. And I remember like a time I was in my brother's truck, and I knew it word for word because it's crazy as a kid. You know, like the melody. I'm like, it's going down, down, baby. He looked back like, yo, do you know what you saying right now? Like, Chimmy's Cocoa Pub. I'm like talking about smoking. I didn't even know he was talking about it. But I just knew I got down with it, and then
you
it was
just
like,
were with the
lyrics.
lyrics. Yeah.
He was like, you probably shouldn't be saying it. So that's like one of the earliest moments for sure.
Yeah, I think the earliest memory I got, and you might feel the same, was Lauryn Hill. was Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. And
Wow.
Because we ain't same thing. We
Classic
was too young,
album.
Like, I don't even know if we could really fully talk at the time or something. But like we was just like that thing. Like we just love that melody, you know what I'm saying? So that, but my mom used to keep that whole album on repeat, and I remember that, and in between that and Outkast, out between them and Outkast,
him and Nah,
Quim and Nah,
always
I used to love that joint. Yeah, so.
That record is so crazy, bro.
Absolutely.
Man, that's wild. And I definitely had that Nelly CD, bro, and I was definitely rapping along with that, having no idea what the fuck I was talking about.
Everybody did.
It sounds good.
And so,
come on.
The shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop.
Yeah, when you're young, you just going with what sounds good.
What sounds good, yeah.
Also, for you guys, for Raz and Taj, like I know you come from a musical family, right? And so with both of your parents being such incredible musicians, obviously Raz Kaz, one of the dopest MCs out of all time, and your mother, Teacher Moses, as well. Like, what was that like? What role did your parents have, if any, in your musical development? Were they hands on with it and encouraging you guys to do music? Did they kind of take a back seat and let you gravitate towards it on your own, or what was that kind of like for you guys?
I always say the best and most important part about watching them do what they do was that it was possible. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't think it was too much like of a hands-on approach, because it's just like we wasn't even like that. It was like, I got to get it right. You know what I'm saying? So like I was in the room, you know what I mean, like all day until, you know what I mean, I'm not coming out, I ain't even eating. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm not even showing him it's ready. You know what I'm saying? And then I go show him. He like, oh, this is fire. And he like, next you know, he ain't coming out the room. You know what I'm saying? And he like, I'm sneaking into his lab. So like, all right, what he just did? You know what I'm saying? So it's like they didn't really show us that way, but like, yeah, it was definitely like, man, seeing that.
Yeah, nice, Jimmy.
It's so funny. I be telling people, like,
Same haircut,
being a lawyer or a doctor was more foreign to me. Like that seemed more like of a kind of like reach, you know what I'm saying, or like than like doing music, because that's not what I didn't see that in my household. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it was for me though.
Yeah, no, I say the same. Absolutely. Yeah.
No, that's dope. I mean, just to have role models like that show you that it's possible, I feel like that's everything. Because in so many families and households, I feel like it's discouraged almost, because it seems so unfeasible. You know, it's like it's so competitive. It's hard to make a living. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I'm a drummer. My background is playing the drums. I've been playing drums for as long as I've been rapping.
Oh shit!
Wow.
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
A teacher in Portland, Oregon, where I'm from, named Alan Jones. Shout out to Alan Jones. But yeah, he told me this thing right when we first started taking lessons, and he was like, "Do you want if you want an easy job, you should become a brain surgeon." And I was like, what are you talking about? Wow. And he was like, if you become a brain surgeon, you're going to go to school for like 12 years for college. It's going to be super challenging. You're going to have to take all these crazy exams. You're going to have to do whatever they have to go through those 12 years to get that degree. It's going to be super hard. You're going to get out. And then you're going to have like a really high paying salary job, and you'll have benefits and stuff like that. You'll be able to take care of your family. He's like, so if you want an easy job, do that. If you want a hard job, let's play the drums, because with this, you're going to be studying your whole life, not 12 years.
Wow. That's true.
You never stop studying. There's always more to learn. It's a continual thing.
Because somebody figures out something new to do on the drum, and you can add to it different. Oh yeah,
exactly. Music's always evolving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not 12 years and you're done.
Yeah.
Even if you are great, there's plenty of great people, as we all know, that are slept on.
Right.
And it just resonated with me a lot. It was like the first lesson, and he turned to me. He was like, "So, what do you want to do?" And I was like, "Let's play the fucking drums, bro."
That's
crazy.
That's
like some goosebumps shit. Yeah.
What was that movie with a boy? It just recently came out. It's like a little older. It was a movie
about the jazz drummer.
I think so.
Whiplash.
Yeah. Whiplash. He was going. He was bleeding. I'm like, bro, this is serious.
That's crazy.
This is serious.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Luckily, I never actually bled practicing drums. I feel like I got close though.
That's crazy.
How much does playing the drums influence your ability to flow and pocket and stuff like that?
Dude, it's such a cheat code, man. It's everything. Because for me, especially because I'm improvising most of the time.
Right.
So I always.
Oh, that's a massive cheat code if you think about it.
Yep.
So the rhythmic component.
Because the different flows for drumming and the different beats, you put that with rap.
The different rhythmic.
That's what I'm saying.
Like different rhythms and stuff you put together. Wow.
Because you got different drum fills, and then you got to match with. You have to match at the right time of when to bring the fill in. So then when he's rapping, if he hears a beat, he has to match on where to cut the flow of what he's saying. Oh shit! Playing the drums is a freaking cheat code.
Of it is it all comes from me playing jazz and playing the drums, and like I'm already comfortable with rhythmic improv, so then it was just the process through practice and training, and figuring out how to attach words to it that makes sense, and add the language component.
Right, that's
but,
hard.
But yeah, it's tough. It's everything, man. The drums and the rhyming go hand in hand for me for sure. But
I'm curious, real quick.
Yeah, please.
Is it possible for you to play drums and freestyle at the same time, or is that too much of a brain? like it's just a storm in the mind. Like you know what I'm saying?
I'm working on it.
That's crazy.
Like
that's gonna be insane.
No, it's tough. I did that. It's tough.
I've seen you do it.
It's tough.
We saw you do it.
Yeah, that shit's tough.
Because you got to keep your rhythm and make sure you're remembering that, plus the lines you're doing and the pocket you're in.
Your brain is trying to focus on doing this, but also at the same time, so you're focused on the movement of where the sticks and the pedals gotta go, but then your brain is also focused on what, like, to say the right thing in the pocket. Yeah. That's hard.
And make sure you hit the right pocket at the right time.
There's an artist on Aftermath, Anderson .Paak. He can rap and play drums at the same time. It's a crazy talent.
What's his name?
Anderson .Paak. Yeah, he can even sing a little bit and he plays drums at the same time. Wow. It's a crazy talent, but like it's hard because your brain's trying to do two things at one time. It's like you can't text and drive.
That's multi-layered thinking.
Yeah, you don't want to text and drive, but to rap and play drums at this is difficult.
A video game, and each like player has its like his level is like, oh, shooting, passing. Nobody's like maxed out on all of them. It's like I have one column for rapping and one column for drumming, and depending on which one I'm focusing on, the other one suffers. So I always feel weird about it because I want to do both like as high level as I know I can. But shout out to like Anderson .Paak and people like that who do that.
When I watch that
type
of stuff, I'm like, how is that even? That seems so hard. Like even to move one hand at one pace.
Exactly.
It just seems like so difficult to the mind.
And the rhythm part about it too is like when I saw Anderson .Paak on like the Tiny Desk concert that he did, I was just like, dude, this
we gotta
is
do
so
that.
Okay, we know what we're doing next.
It was, and then it's like the pocket of his vocals is not the same as the pocket of his.
We're at 12.
All right, let's let him finish this thing, and then we'll probably call it there.
Okay.
Well,
and then
15?
Yeah, whatever that little sliver ends for this before it goes into the next segment.
Drums. It's like he's laying the like you guys know how when you rap, sometimes you lay back on the beat and you're putting your vocals in a different spot, a slightly different, like you know, or like Dilla.
Hey, Lena, what's up?
You mentioned Dilla as an influence. It's like it'll just be slightly off the grid, milliseconds off the grid,
100%.
and it's like Anderson .Paak is doing that. With the drums is one area, and then also with the vocals, it's almost like its own pocket.
That's amazing.
So that blows me away. But I'm gonna keep working on it, man. Thank you for reminding me.
No doubt.
Sometimes I forget what I got to be working on. That's dope. Well, speaking of like origins and you know where our musical inspiration comes from, like Real Los. I know you're from Colombia originally, correct?
Yeah, man.
So what's that like? I mean, does your Colombian heritage like play a role in your artistry? Do you feel like, or just in who you are as a person?
That's cool. He's from Colombia. That's dope.
For you.
Yeah, I would say I look at it like a mesh between that culture and growing up out here, and that's kind of like the whole world. That's why the bridge exists. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like bridging those two worlds, those two cultures, and the cool thing about it is that I get to be able to tell and translate things on both sides of the field, you know what I'm saying? And bring references from that side that I can spit in English, but if you come from that, then you know what I'm talking about. So it's one of those cool things. And just to be able to show people from this side also.
Because they can go back and forth between Spanish and English.
Yeah. World. So.
I remember.
Nah, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's a beautiful thing, and just so many possibilities with it. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's fire, man. And I love the.
Thanks for stopping in and spending time with us today, y'all. Hit that notification bell and give it a share because it does help the channel out.
Please and thank you.
See you guys in the next one.
Ready, y'all.
Peace.
Bye.